I have avoided updating this time observation code because it's a little bit more complicated. For one, we use this formatting tool here, dateUtils. And in general, we want to keep this type of logic out of our XML code. Executing methods in the view model and updating values based off of LiveData are all right, but anything more complicated like this formatting belongs somewhere else. It belongs in the view model. Beyond holding UI data, the view model is also responsible for doing these sorts of simple manipulations to make the data ready for the screen. And one of the easiest ways to do simple data manipulations to LiveData, such as changing an integer to a string, is by using a method called transformation.map. We can think of LiveData as an object that emits data when it changes. For example, when we update the time, it emits the updated time to all of the UI controllers observing it. The map function takes the output of one LiveData, which I'll call LiveData A, does some sort of conversion on it, and then outputs the result to another LiveData, which I'll call LiveData B. Observers can then observe LiveData B if they want. The conversion is defined in a function. So in our case, LiveData A could output a long representing how much time has passed. And then we could do a conversion function on it to format it as a string showing the elapsed time. And then that string would be output from LiveData B, which in turn would update the game fragment. Let's start here in the game view model. In this case, LiveData A is the current time here. So I am now going to make a LiveData called currentTimeString, which is going to be LiveData B. CurrentTimeString is going to output strings. And what I'm going to set this equal to is the result of a function call, namely to transformations.map. This method takes in two things. The first is the input LiveData, which I've been calling LiveData A. So that's current time. So I'm going to start writing a lambda function here. It takes in the output of current time, which is a long, and I'm going to call that time. Now the conversion that I want to do is that dateUtils format elapsed time function that we were looking at before. And I've got that here, so I'm just going to paste it. And that takes in the time, which I have here passed in as a parameter. And it's the result of this function, which is what's going to be emitted from currentTimeString. So now we have this LiveData here, which is emitting a string in the exact format that we need. So I want to go ahead and bind this LiveData to my game fragment XML. So now let's open up the game_fragment XML, and I'm going to find the current time text view right here, and I'm going to just do what I did before, which is take Android text attribute, have a binding expression, and I'm going to take my game view model, and I'm going to get that current time string LiveData. And notice how I select current time string and not current time, because remember, I want the string version of this. And now that we've done this, we should be able to, like we have with the rest, go over to game fragment and also delete this observer here. And if everything is working as expected, I should be able to run this and play my game and see that I still have the time here, and importantly, it's being formatted correctly. Map is just one transformation. For more complicated transformations, you might end up using a switch map or even a class called mediator LiveData. These methods and classes allow you to manipulate and combine data from one or more LiveData. For this though, we just need a simple transformation. So go ahead and implement map now.